Yes, welcome to the video. My name's Seb. How you guys doing? You're watching a black screen right now, and I'm just wondering how I should start this video. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Let's try this. Welcome to 2 Point Campus. This is where you're going to run a whole university campusy thing where you get to educate students in the game. Without any further ado, let's get started. Let's begin. Anyway, so unless you're familiar with this game series, I'll just fill you in just quickly. This is from 2 Point Hospital, and you get to own locations, upgrade them, move on to new locations, and just keep improving them until you become a master of the whole running a campus or running a hospital. This one's campus. And as this is JumpInsideGames, we do everything via a review system when it comes to our reviews. We have a scoreboard, and it looks a bit like this. It's got pricing, gameplay, story, and graphics. And also, as it's Jump Inside, we're going to give you a bit of an introduction of what you'll expect when jumping onto this game. You'll start off here with this lovely little camera mode, press OK, and get started. You have a little tutorial at the bottom by Albert Crank, who will give you some little stuff to learn about the game, to get started with it, and you'll have this open space here that you can build and create things in. You start off with the science lab that you need to build first, so it's a first building science lab, and I found it tricky to build rooms at the first because I just had to get used to it, but eventually I do get used to actually placing down things and actually building down rooms. So this is just my first attempt, and it kind of worked out, but I didn't quite know exactly what I was doing just yet. It felt a bit different because I'm normally used to playing these types of games on the PC, but for once I wanted to try and see how this performed on the Xbox, and it at all wasn't too bad. So I suggest if you're playing on PC or Xbox, you're gonna have a fun experience either way. It's just the controls might feel a little bit different. The next thing I had to build, or wanted to build, was a lecture room, because it was available for me to build. What I didn't realize is there was already one available right in the center. I didn't know that was a lecture room, and I just feel like they should have just told you that straight away at the beginning of the game properly. I didn't quite get that message across. So, yeah, we had 2 lecture rooms at the beginning of my playthrough. I do have to admit, though, my lecture room does look a lot better. When I figured it out and figured out why I needed to build one and what it was the same as, I made sure my lecture room was bigger and it looked a lot better as well. So yeah, that's my lecture room. The other one in the main center wasn't as good as mine. Some of the more noticeable things that you get for rooms right at the start off is having a library, having a science lab, and having a dormitory. These are kind of the basic things, and then obviously you get staff lounge and you get student lounge. These are things you'll discover right at the beginning. They're in the tutorial before you get your first start and move on to the next place. So yeah, that's all cool, that's all understandable. After doing the game a bit and after getting used to the game, I started having these students come in and started having them to progress and to learn and to actually get assignments completed. And I kind of enjoyed playing a game that felt like 2 Point Hospital again, but instead it wasn't about people feeling ill or getting sick all the time. It was about learning, and that was a really well placement done. I wonder what this brand could do with games like this. And also, this game is just brilliant right now on graphics. Though I am playing this off the cloud, and I do suggest that if you do play games off the cloud, make sure you're not uploading or de-downloading anything unless your internet's like really powerfully good. If your internet's good and it's okay and it can connect to the cloud, then awesome. Just don't be doing other stuff on the internet at the same time. It's going to lag the game out. I say that, just this game isn't only based on the cloud, it's also based on other sources as well. So this isn't about is cloud gaming good, this is about is the game good, and so far it's pretty good. So, you know, but you can also play this off the cloud if you're on Xbox. 3 of the main things in this game are educate, nurture, and expand. These were the 3 main things to understand in the game. You have to educate the students, nurture them by giving them food, and obviously giving them entertainment. And obviously at the end there, you have to expand. So you can expand this place, you can buy more plots of land, which is really cool because you can purchase quite a bit of land in this game, unlike its predecessor, 2 Point Hospital, where it takes a while to expand land. This game just allows you to do it right on the first game here, which I'll show you in a bit. Before I do, I will show you this little thing here. One of the tasks I have is to upgrade rooms to level 3. And to do that, I just put stuff in the room. So basically, I did the room out and I added more stuff. So decoration is important. The more stuff you add in a room, it seems to upgrade the room. So keep your rooms looking nice, looking fresh, making sure they have stuff in, and of course then you'll just upgrade to level 2, and it wasn't that hard, or level 3 in my case. And at the end of the year, you get a year 1 congratulations, applause, and you get to just overview what's happened in the current in-game year that you've been playing this game for. You can see your results, you can see your pass rates, you can see your average exam results, you can see your pass rates again as well, and you can also just see all that fancy stuff, and it just tells you what's good about your thing and what you need to improve and stuff. So, but yeah, that bit's interesting. Next, we'll show you this plot of land place, this is how you buy a plot of land. You press the button over here, you buy the land, and eventually it just starts building. There's so much land here that you can buy, and this is only the first campus. This is so cool, the amount of land you get offered, and you get to just build inside. I'm just excited to see how many actual inventive buildings that you can build, like classrooms and stuff, because if you can have this much space, you should be able to have that much, buildings that you can build. Anyway, moving on. And of course, once you pass, you will be able to unlock new locations, just as I'm doing right here. And of course, this place looks absolutely amazing. And the one thing I was interested to see how many actual campus slots there is. And there seems to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is a lot of space right there. Look at this place. This looks beautiful, and there's so much space to build loads of add-on-y places for your campus. This is a nice game. This is a nice and beautiful, let's build it out, let's build a campus type game. I can't wait to see what the end level is going to be like. That must be massive. Anyway, there you go. That's 2 Point Campus. What do you think of it? Are you going to have the go at this game? Let's find out in the score system. Starting off with pricing, and I'm going to say this game gets a very good head start with pricing. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Why? Because if you get it on Xbox and you've got Game Pass, it's absolutely free. On the Steam market, though, it's also not that expensive for a game that's new out this year, that only came out about, a month or so ago. That is only £35 on the market, so in Steam. So yeah, that is pretty darn good pricing for a game like this. And yeah, I think it deserves a 10 out of 10 for pricing. Gameplay wise, there's one thing I was always struggling, was building rooms. It took me a while to get used to it, and I'm still not that fully felt into it, especially when I'm just jumping onto the game. So I will mention that I will bring it down a point, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for gameplay. As for story next, this game doesn't really have a story, so I'm not going to give it high marks for a story. It's got progression in it, which is good, so I think that deserves a bit on the story side of things, but I don't think it's going to have an amazing story, because there's not really a story there. But anyway, for story, I'm going to give it a nice clear 4 out of 10 for having a great progression system in this game. Also, for the next bit, I think that this game definitely deserves a very high markings for graphics, because it looks so smooth, it looks so nice, it keeps that original 2 Point Hospital design, which is perfect, and it keeps a lot of stuff the same as 2 Point Hospital as well. It's very simple to see what stuff is, and I think it's just perfect. For a game like this game also gets another 10 out of 10 for graphics. Anyway, adding all those scores up together, that leaves this game with an 8 out of 10. So there you go. It's an 8 out of 10, and that is definitely a recommendation to play this game if you want to play it. Anyway, have you played this game and what do you think about it? Write it in the comments below of what your thoughts are on 2 Point Campus if you've played the game. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy, please don't forget to give it a like rating and a subscribe rating because it does help me out in the algorithm. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Ta-ra.